Welcome back to more Eat Lead, played for us by Soviet Bear, a real Soviet bear. Thank you, Bear.
Yeah, thanks.
So, since this game is bullshit and we hate it, we decided to do something a little bit different. So we got a bunch of questions from people on the LP Zone forums, and we're gonna answer those periodically through this incredibly long video. Because there's nothing happening here.
You've seen this shooting. It's people hiding behind crates and nothing new is happening.
It wouldn't surprise me if that boat that's in the background was the same boat we were on the boat level.
Oh god, yeah,
they probably
it might be.
Used it.
By the time we get there,
we're not getting to that boat.
Yeah.
We ain't getting on that boat.
Who knows? Anyway, we're gonna try and get through as many of these as we can.
And there's not,
because we got a few.
We do have a good number of them. Hopefully it's enough to make it through the video. So we're probably gonna end up rambling like two stupid idiots. And
probably.
I just forgive me if I mispronounce anyone's names or any words or anything in these, because I spend all day talking, just talking nonstop, and my throat hurts. So let's go ahead and start. First question. Mikolith asks, I said, quote unquote, let's soak some ass to my boyfriend, and then in order to explain why I had said that, I had to show him the video. Am I good?
Ooh, Miko.
Mick,
the fact that he's still your boyfriend after showing him that means yes.
So I want to know, did your boyfriend did he make it through the whole video? Did you make him watch all 30 minutes of it?
I hope not.
Hopefully they just got to soak some ass and then stopped. Hopefully they just they heard soak ass and they were like, there, we're good. We can pause this video and close this tab and then unsubscribe from Fenns LP.
I have talked to the boyfriend in question a couple of times in the past, and they were very confused about the phrase let's soak some ass for like an hour or so. That was a fun time in all of our lives. Alright, we'll go with the next one, I guess. White Coke asks, what are the best kind of pets?
Any pet is a good kind of pet. But, to be specific, since people asked, I like cats and birds.
Yeah. I don't really have a strong preference. Birds are cool, cats are fine.
Well, how many birds have you met? You've only met my bird?
I've met a few birds in my time.
Okay, my bird was the best one,
birds
right?
Are pretty cool. I think so, yeah. That I've personally met, yes. I've seen some pretty good birds.
Birds are very good.
Yeah, personally, I've had 3 beagles over the course of my life. So, they're pretty great. They're loud as shit, so know that going in.
Yeah, so my bird is a dusky-headed conure, and she's a sweetheart. The bird species, the parrots I like the most that I've seen being posted on Twitter are those like little green with the black heads and orange feathers that love to hop around. They're so cute. If I was gonna get like another bird, because my bird's in Maryland and I am as far away from there as I can be, I would definitely get one of those birds, but I imagine they're probably expensive.
Probably. Yeah. I did take care of a rabbit once.
Oh, rabbits are really great.
That was pretty fun.
See, here's the problem with rabbits, though. So I love rabbits, they're adorable. You can't really like hug them. 'Cause what? Why is there a floating thing?
I don't know what that thing is. I don't know.
Because to a rabbit,
just to prove we're actually watching
we have
this.
the video open and playing. We're not just talking to each other. We're watching this garbage.
Yeah.
Because to a rabbit, getting caught like in a hug means death. That means death to them.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I was going to get a pet now, it would probably, since I'm living in apartments, it would just be a cat. I would just go to the shelter and find some sweet older cat and take them home.
Oh yeah, that's a good move. Okay, so next question we have is from an actual real Soviet bear, and he asks, will you ever be accepting LP game footage from me again?
Lazodiac asks, for the next Hazard Time, do you think you'll tackle more Ninja Theory games like Heavenly Sword or Hellblade?
You played Hellblade, right? You said
Hellblade is a fantastic game. However, I would love to LP it, but I need to figure out a good way to do it. Because, for one thing, that game deals with a lot of mental issues, and I'm not an expert on those. It's also...
Same.
It's also a very audio heavy game. Like, there is audio happening all of the time. If you can play it with surround sound or good headphones, do that. And I'm not sure how well that would work if our two dumb idiot voices were blabbing over the whole damn thing.
Yeah, that may detract from the experience.
I would say, like, if I can figure out a way to do it, I definitely want to do it because it's a great game. But you should just go play it yourself. It's $15 on PS4. It's like, it was only $15.
Okay, I knew it was a discount game or discount price. It wasn't full price. I'll put it that way. I didn't know it was 15. I thought it was like 30.
No, actually. Just so we're not tearing through these questions too quickly, let's check the price of that. So that way I don't have to look at Matthew Hazardus anymore.
You will find any reason. All right. But yeah, as far as
okay.
Heavenly Sword, I don't think
I
so.
was wrong. You're right. It is $30. I do remember I paid 30 for that game. Now also Heavenly Sword.
Still.
Yeah, go buy Hellblade. It's great. Heavenly Sword though, I don't want to touch that game. I played a little bit of it, and it felt bad. And then they had these forced third-person shooting gallery things, except they forced you to use the 6-axis to aim.
Oh, no. Oh, God, it was back then.
Yeah, because it was a launch title.
When they tried to shove the... Yeah. Yeah, that was one that, like, when I looked at the trailers, I was like, alright, I might kind of be into this, because I like the visual style of it and everything. It reminded me a little bit of Exalted, if you know your tabletop
and
RPGs. But, yeah, everything I heard about it was just real bad.
Yeah, I got it for cheap, too, and I took it back the next day. I was like, nope. No, this is the opposite of good.
Yeah, and then there's the other major Ninja Theory release that we haven't covered, which is their DMC. And I'm good. I like the Devil May Cry series, and that's why I don't want to play that game.
There's two decent things about the D-level MC, Dante's Metropolitan Catastrophe. One is when you go into the internet and you beat up a hologram version of Bill O'Reilly. That's pretty great. And the other one is the Mexican mod, which I can't ever find any footage of it on YouTube anymore.
Dante. It's Dante.
that one is...
Yeah, but as far as actually playing it, like that seems more like it would be up my alley for playing and recording, and I don't wanna...
heard that game was piss easy.
Like I've heard the re-release of it is a little better, but I don't. No, I'm good. Thank you though.
All right, let's check in. What is going on with this game? Nothing's happening.
Same shit.
All right, you want to move on to the next question?
Yeah, so
I will. I will
this
let you
one.
handle this one. We'll take turns.
Okay, originally Fenns didn't want to answer this one, but I'll do it because I'm not a coward. White Coke asks,
I'm trying not to get mad.
is social democracy... yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Is social democracy a diversion from the revolutionary transformation of capitalism into socialism, or can capitalism be reformed into socialism? So, well, we'll start with your answer. I think
Mine
it's
is
shorter.
Mine is short and sweet and to the point. Capitalism can suck my ass.
Yep, there you go.
I should have said
mine
soak
is
my
basically
ass.
that. No, you really should not have. And I'm glad you didn't. And I wish we could go back to a time where you didn't.
Well, I can
correct
cut it
yourself.
out of the audio. But then this following conversation
Nope, too
won't make
late.
any sense. Oh, Matt
Yeah,
has it.
exactly.
Nice.
He fell down. Oh no. I think that it's, also, sorry, this is a very US centric question. So for people outside of here, do your best. I think we are seeing a definite move towards, a more socialist kind of government. We're seeing more progressive representation in government at, like state and city levels, and that's good. And I think that if we can kind of keep that ball rolling, that would be great. So, the gradual change can be good, but also, if a lot of people wanted to get together and maybe speed that process up, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, and I just want to add, I moved from Maryland to Seattle. I live in the city owned by Jeff Bezos, or as I like to call him, Jeff Bozo. Got him! Who basically owns this entire city. So, yeah, capitalism can eat shit, my shit. I'll shit in Jeff Bezos' mouth. I'll do it. I will find you.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy this while it lasts before we go to jail for saying that.
Yeah, I hear the sirens outside already, so...
Aw, dang. We better move on to the next one.
Hold on, because we're only 12 minutes into this
Okay.
44-minute video. We don't have that many questions, so
Jesus.
we gotta slow down a little bit.
But of all the questions to dwell on, this one... we're losing viewers at an astonishing rate already. I can hear the future.
Should I superimpose that one Leon tweet with the patent of the 15-person guillotine just over the video?
I mean,
I won't.
You're in charge of this monstrosity, so
you can look it up. It's not too hard.
yeah, there you go.
All right, so we made it into the shipyard, and now we're shooting dudes in the shipyard.
Yep.
That's it.
And that's this game.
I'm telling you.
Hiding behind
I'm
crates.
telling you, we're never gonna reach the boat. It's just the level was called like the shipyard or the docks or something. It didn't say the shipyard and also the boat.
Well, yeah, I guess. We'll see. Because, I mean, I'm looking at these doors, and those are some boat-looking doors.
Or they could just be reusing assets.
It could be. It could be like previous parts of the game where they just kind of forgot where they were. But I'm looking at these bunks. I'm pretty sure we're on the boat.
Yeah, we might be, because we've had rooms like this the last time we were on the boat.
I'm pretty sure we paid so little attention that we didn't notice that Matt is on the boat now.
Well, see, here's the thing. I've got the questions up in a Word document, and it's taking up half of my screen, and Matt Hazard is half of it is covered up because I've only got one monitor.
Oh, okay, that's
sweet
fair.
ping pong.
Nice. I'm like 95% sure we're on the boat.
We're probably on the boat. Why would a shipyard have doors that seal that way?
Yeah, those are bulkheads. Those are. Yeah.
I hate that this game has a better kitchen in it than I do in my own house.
Their
Their fridge is bigger than mine. It's twice as big as my fridge.
I just noticed the bullet count. Nice.
I says to him, I ain't the person, Harry. I don't
What? There's NPC dialogue in this game?
be around here somewhere.
Dialogue is a strong word. You know, we gave that one a chance. It didn't land.
I thought the only dialogue was soaking ass. It's the only one I remember.
If only. Well, that's for the best.
Is it?
No. None of this is for the best. We're doing everything we can.
We're trying
but-
as hard as we can, maybe.
Yeah, that's the one. We're trying as hard as we feel like.
Look, I wasn't gonna buy vodka on my way home today, but then, as I was on the bus, I remembered, oh yeah, we're recording this tonight. I should probably...
Yeah.
Is this a boss arena? Oh.
No, there's gonna be like crates or something.
Well, there's...
pop
Look,
up,
the door
right?
closed, and there's a little fat version of Matt, which is basically the regular version.
Okay, it's doing
Nope,
some...
same
Nope.
thing.
Nope. Nope.
I'm waiting for one of you to say soak ass.
I'm... That guy got shot in the ding-dong 5,000 times. It's more entertaining than anything else that's been in
Oh,
this
good,
game.
the zombies are back.
Oh, great. Ugh, I don't want to think about this now.
Has anyone actually been paying attention to how many different enemy types we have? Because I feel like we're about 6, not counting bosses.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, still, you could probably use both hands to count them.
Let's see if we can make it 3 more minutes, and then we can go back to questions.
Really?
We're gonna try.
What did I do to you?
Oh, turn around.
It's-
We
yeah.
were on the boat.
We're getting off the boat. We were on the boat. Now we're leaving
Wow,
it.
this game changes scenery so much, keeps it so varied.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't make it 3 minutes either. What's the next one? All right.
All right.
Okay.
Go for
Locomosi
it.
asks, "What is the worst game that you still generally like?" Now I've got a couple answers
This was-
for this one.
Okay. For me, this was one of the harder questions. Because anything that's like, what's the worst or what's the best or what's your favorite, those are always really hard for me. But I came up with an answer.
Okay, let's hear it.
So let's go with yours.
All right. Okay, so like I said, I've got a couple answers for this. So I'm going to
Okay.
start off with Bionic Commando 2009. It's a bad
yeah.
game, mostly because the story. What the fuck is happening? What is this thing?
A crane is moving.
Okay. Did Matt activate the crane, or is it just
Yeah.
happening because you killed the enemies?
Lord
Whatever.
only knows.
My answer is more interesting than this whole video. So Bionic Commando 2009 is a game that is really fucking stupid, but amazing to play. It is so much fun to play.
Okay.
And yes, because I know someone's going to ask, I do eventually want to LP that game. Because that game...
Yeah, that's one I wouldn't actually
game is
mind
fun.
talking over.
Has anyone
I've
seen my wife?
seen a lot of speed runs of it. I've seen a lot of speed runs of it, and the speed runs are pretty fun to watch.
Wait, when you say a lot, do you mean more people than just Murph ran it? Oh.
Yeah, okay, so Murphigator is one of the main speedrunners for it, but there's actually a couple others that I've seen.
Okay, I know I watched PJ play it casually, and I think Murph was in voice chat with him, just kind of, sort of guiding him along, but not really. But yeah, that game is... I think the game is great. It's... What is the Metacritic score on this game? I'm very curious.
Ooh. I'm not looking up the Metacritic score for mine. It doesn't matter.
Let's see... For 360. Oh, it got a 70. So not too bad.
Okay.
Not too bad. And since I said I have more than one answer,
Yeah.
So the other one would be Star Fox Adventures.
Oh yeah.
So it
Wow, they're going full Wolfenstein. Something interesting might happen. Low
Roll
chance,
that
but
chair.
might. That was a good. That was a good physics.
Physics engine, watch your ass. We're coming for you. So Star Fox. Star Fox is weird for me, and wow, okay, they are going full Wolfenstein. Huh.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll shut up for a second to see if anything changes. Oh, it's just these 2D guys again.
Yeah. I think they're just doing something visually that I
Okay.
appreciate.
Maybe if I weren't in the line of fire, I wouldn't be getting hit so much.
But yeah, Star
Okay.
Fox Adventures.
So, I remember liking it when I played it the first time, but I never finished it because some of the stuff in that is bullshit. So 2 years ago, when I was like, I just took a weekend, I sat down, tossed the disc into my Wii, and just played through the whole thing. And
Okay.
it's okay. That's like, it's definitely not great. They kind of didn't understand, like they were going for some kind of a Zelda thing, but kind of didn't get it. I'm just glad it wasn't filled with
Okay.
like the terrible rare collect a billion things to move on gameplay.
Oh
But-
yeah, that. Ugh.
Yeah, that's
no thank
not
you.
for me. Donkey Kong 64 can rot in hell for all I care. It's a bad game.
Yeah, definitely not
That
for
game
me.
almost made me not like Donkey Kong Country. A much better game.
Wow.
Like, God,
Wow.
game's bad. But yeah, Star Fox Adventures, it's neat. It's technically impressive. Like, the model they made for Fox looks good. A lot of the levels
Yeah.
themselves look good. It's just kind of mediocre. They didn't nail the Zelda format. They didn't nail the basic flying mechanics. In the very so they make you, every time you go from one planet to another thing, they make you fly through it. But the first one, from like your ship to Dinosaur Planet, you can just go in the upper right hand corner, just like in Star Fox or just like in Sonic Adventure 1. And you can just sit there and you'll be fine. You can put the controller down, you can go make a drink, you can use the bathroom, you can check your mail, and you'll come back and you'll be fine. Yeah,
that's a shame.
Didn't make the shooting in that good. And the next one's going to be weird as product number 3. Yeah, that
Oh yeah,
game.
Piano
The game that
3.
came out with Killer 7 and then nothing else because the other ones got canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, as part of the Capcom 5 and
Yeah.
ended it. Oops.
I don't know, the music is fantastic in that game. Like, I will
Yes,
I
it
downloaded
is.
that soundtrack ASAP. I have actually finished it. It's okay. I've seen people looking. Yeah, it's
okay.
okay. I've seen people looking into speedrun stuff for it because one of the bosses is just a train. It's a train that drives around in a big circle. And you know how you do the input on the D-pad and she does like a dance move and missiles and shit fly out and blow shit up? Someone figured out
Yes.
on that boss specifically, if you just stand on the track and do one of the moves, it's specific to the suit you're on. You do that move, the train drives over you as you're performing it, you're invincible, all the missiles hit the train, and it just ends the boss immediately. Yeah, it was
Nice.
pretty cool.
All right,
yeah.
that could be cool.
But I don't know about the speedrunning the rest of the game. It's just really repetitive. But I don't know. I liked it. You have to grind a
Yeah.
lot to get suits, which
Unfortunate.
bad design. And well, there you
Yeah.
go. Those are my 3 that I picked out.
Okay, so I have one. I'm going with Marvel Heroes. It was the it was the Marvel Diablo style game that it's shut down. It's not a thing anymore.
It
You
shut
can't really
down. I
play
didn't
it.
know that.
It did,
Oh.
and it shut down right quick, kind of out of nowhere. People got like about a month or
Oh,
so
wow.
of notice. But at that point, it like everybody was just kind of waiting for it to die. It was not a surprise. But that's a game where, like, if you played it, like, just for a little while, then it was fine. It was, it was Diablo with spandex. And it was fine. But, like, the more you got into it, the more the flaws started to show. And so there were the game was buggy as hell, and usually it was pretty entertaining. They put Nova in the game at some point. And Nova had a move where he would, like, kind of zip-zoop around and punch a whole bunch of enemies on screen. And sometimes doing that would just send the camera to the fucking moon.
Good.
Yeah. Or the game had cosmetic cameras. This was amazing. I bumped my mic. This was an amazing bug, and I was so sad when they took it out. But the game had, like, costumes that you could get, that were, like, alternate things that the different heroes had worn. So, like, here's Wolverine in this costume, and then 16 other costumes and whatever. Squirrel Girl had one. Squirrel Girl was, like, she was kind of a summoner kind of class. And she had a costume that was, like, a Christmas costume.
Okay, you actually need to hurry the story up. We spent
Okay,
almost 10 minutes
the thing
on this.
is, wearing it actually increased your DPS because it changed the way one of her attacks
I remember
worked.
this bug. I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, so and it was just full of all kinds of dumb nonsense like that. So it got to the point where, like, it wasn't really that fun to play anymore, but some of the bugs were just amazing to think about. So that's my answer.
And that's funny you brought that up because I was actually talking about that game with my coworker when he was telling me about Path of Exile. So that's
nice.
kind of funny. All right, so since yes,
a much better game.
I kind of want to get into it, but it seems like a lot. Okay, so
it is.
I'm going to butcher this name. Loquacious Goal asks, "What was?"
Wow, you actually got the hard word
got it.
right.
Yes,
You got it, loquacious.
I said goal. God damn it! I told you.
Yeah,
Every
you've had a long
LP, I'm gonna mispronounce something, some simple word.
Yep.
So Loquacious Ghoul asks, "What was the weirdest game that either of you have played? Additionally, what is your favorite books?"
All right. Tell you what, let's
Okay.
go with yours first.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say Kingdom Hearts because that exists somehow. That exists and has gotten a
Kingdom
million
Hearts is
games.
real weird. Just to think about how it's a thing
And
is
I'm
weird.
still hype about 3, and I'm not even like a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. It just looks really pretty and fun.
All right, so weird is a hard concept for me because I'm so used to weird shit that, like, a lot of people would look at Killer 7 and go, wow, this game is totally fucking out there, and I'm like, that's my bare minimum of weird. Like, anything more mundane than Killer 7 is like, it's whatever, it's fine. But I'm not going to say Killer 7 because that's an easy answer. Even though it's one of my favorite games of all time, I'm going to say weirdest game that I've played is Jazztronauts. So it's a mod for Gary's Mod, which is just a weird sentence to begin with. But it's amazing, and what it is you go into just random maps that are on the Steam workshop, and you go in and you just steal everything that's not nailed down, because 4 cats that work in a bar outside of existence just want you to because they think it would be cool.
Please go download that mod, by the way.
Yeah, if you have Gary's Mod on Steam, for the love of God, look up Jazztronauts.
Also, we might be doing something with that on this channel potentially. We've discussed it
I've streamed it before
We've
a couple of
discussed
times.
it a little bit. It sounds like it could be fun.
Could
Okay.
be, yeah. So that's
All
my
right.
weirdest one. Favorite
Oh yeah,
book,
that's
though?
right. So favorite books for me, I'm gonna say I really did like Ender's Game. Orson Scott Card can fuck off forever, but Ender's Game was
Correct.
good. I liked Artemis Fowl, but never finished
Yeah.
it. I also liked Pendragon. I've also never finished it. Because that's a lot of books. that was like a
Yeah.
weird Harry Potter thing where they just kept getting longer and bigger. And it's like, can you please end your damn story?
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Stop padding. I say this video is entirely
course.
padding, but, you know, whatever. Be better than us.
And your favorite books?
My favorite is, overall, I'd have to say The Crying of Lot 49 by Thomas
That's not
Pynchon.
what I've heard of.
It's okay. It's a pretty short book. It's a pretty easy read, but it's it's a whole big conspiracy kind of story. It takes place in the 60s, and basically the whole thing has to do with like a secret postal system. And I'm just going to leave it at
Okay,
that.
I guess I should explain. I'm assuming most people know what Artemis Fowl is, and that's really easy to Google. But Pendragon is basically a kid, and if I remember correctly, his dad or some kind of relative. Oh, loading time, nice. Haven't seen one of those in a while in the middle of the
Why?
level.
It's not a good sign.
They basically hop between dimensions through wormholes, ending up in different worlds, and they're basically
yeah.
chasing the one big villain, and there's always some crazy shit happening. It's pretty cool. You should check it
Gotcha.
out. It's better than Harry Potter. I'm throwing that out there. All right. So, Breadmaster, the master of all bread, asks,
Wow,
if
congrats.
you were going to make a game starring Matt Hazard that was better than this one, what would it look like?
Didn't I already
You cannot
kill
make
you?
a game where Matt Hazard dies immediately and the game ends. Also, we're fighting Sniper Scope again.
I thought the last sting was
Cool.
the new and improved sting.
So, Lynx, if you were going to make a game starring Matt Hazard,
And improved.
Okay, so I've mentioned this in... Oh god, it was against this dude, too. It was...
Can I just shoot you now, or are you going to be dragging this out?
I think you
Don't
should
say
drag
that.
it out. It's kind of my thing.
Alright, I was also half paying attention to what they were saying.
wasn't.
Hey audience, you didn't miss anything. But yeah, okay, so I mentioned this in a previous episode of this, but a game like this where it knows it's, you know, a game about games, it's kind of a meta commentary or whatever, but Matt would actually like use the tropes of games to his advantage.
okay.
You know, like, you know, oh, haha, cheat codes are a thing, and just have them be like, oh, yeah, I can put this in.
why didn't
and
they
do
make that a
things, or,
power
like,
up?
Yeah, yeah, or like, you know, I can do weird things with physics because sometimes video games have janky physics. You know, stuff like that, where it's like, look, I'm going to bend the rules of games instead of, you know, saying, haha, isn't it funny that games do this, and then still strictly adhering to
Okay.
it.
So for my answer, which probably isn't going to be as good now that I've heard yours, asshole. So you know how we've been making suggestions and observations this entire Let's Play? That.
Yeah,
We would just do that.
Okay.
It's just better that way.
just all the
Everything
things
we've said, it's just better
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah. All the hilarious one-liners that we've come up with, there were giant air quotes around hilarious.
Though, again, one
Yeah.
major improvement is that
Okay.
definitely Matt Hazard would die at the end. He would die at the end.
Yeah, okay.
We would all feel
That's
better.
fine. That fits into mine pretty well too. Yeah. The phrase "let's soak some ass" should probably stay.
Oh, that's
in
actually
there.
the subtitle of my version. Like, it's
Oh,
eat
okay.
lead, let's soak
Eat-
some
eat
ass.
lead,
yeah.
soak
eat
some
lead,
ass.
soak ass. It writes itself.
good. Eat lead, soak ass, do crimes.
Alright, you want to take the next one?
Yeah, okay, let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, Eros asks, would you play a game starring Matt Hazard's version of MasterChef.
No.
I would not. No.
Unless
We talked about this one a little bit before we started recording, and we both kind of agreed that it would not be a cooking game.
like
Because he didn't do any fucking cooking. He just kind of made crates. And no, that's
he would
all
have
right.
to actually. It would have to be a Cookie Mama style game for me to play it. But like Link said,
Right.
there was no food here. I can't eat that crate.
Right.
I don't care how much seasoning you put
Yeah.
on it; it still would.
Even if it was just like a cooking themed FPS, sure, maybe.
Well, that's just a food
Maybe,
themed Jastronauts,
but that's-
probably.
Yeah. Damn. That's already kind of food themed. Go play that game, please. Yeah, no, the question said this version of MasterChef, so no. No, I would not.
All right, and Blah Moo Moo asks, "What are your favorite action movies, and how do you think an Eat Led level would parody them?" So let's first say what our
see.
favorite action movies are, and then we'll figure out how they will be parodied.
Okay.
I will go.
This is another one of those ones that's very hard for me.
Okay, I will go first then, because
Yeah.
my favorite one is The Raid. The Raid Redemption. Please go find a copy of it. It's not
It's
expensive.
so
The
good.
choreography is amazing.
It's so
Like,
good.
now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to watch it after we're done here. Just pop it into my PS4.
Oh, man. Is there a way that we can watch that together? I'm
can
sure we can
probably
figure
figure
something
something
out.
out.
But, yeah, damn, what a good movie. All right, but how would this movie, or how would this game parody
Oh my
that?
god. Well, hold on, wait, I
Shit.
got something. So the
Okay.
gunplay would still be this. It would be bad. The levels would be bland
Uh-huh.
because, it takes place in a dilapidated apartment building where everything's already kind of bland. So it kind
True.
of got that
Yeah.
correct. Except all the great kung fu scenes and choreography would just be him versus Wu-Tang or whatever from the beginning of the game, where it's just terrible.
Oh, God.
Just terrible quick time events, and it would just be that all the time.
Yeah.
It would just be mostly that. You would lose your
Yeah.
gun in the second level, and then it would just be that, and I would hate it.
This. I might have gotten past your
And
man, but
all
now
you would
it's
have is your
It would
shitty
be that
melee
one
combo.
same
Yeah.
animation.
of death or something. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so I'm gonna go with
Formalities are out of the way.
Hard Boiled,
Time for game over.
which is, we're both going with Asian action movies here. Hard Boiled is like the template that kind of, it's one of the John Woo classics that kind of sets the bar for a lot of the modern
All right, I'm
stuff
writing that
now.
down so I can go to the local video store on my way home tomorrow and just buy a copy of Hard Boiled.
Oh, yeah, it still holds up.
Oh, this
still
looks
holds
really
up.
funny because the cover has him holding a baby and a shotgun.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, that happens. I'm not going to tell you about how
Do
that
not.
happens, but it do. So, yeah, no, you need to find out yourself. How would Matt Hazard handle this? How would Eat Lead handle Hard Boiled? Well, the answer is level 1 of this game. It would handle it that way, and it sucked, and we've seen it.
Okay, we are starting to run low on
So-
time.
so there we go.
Fuck it. Let's just do all these questions even after this video ends. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah, we can add
I don't know.
something to the
Maybe
end
I'll
of this.
put
It'll be
pictures of
fine.
cute baby animals at the end. Maybe I'll put
Yeah.
footage of a better video game.
There's a prize at the end of this
Stay
video.
tuned. Maybe.
Maybe.
So White Coke asks, how would you fix the Star Wars prequels?
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. That's a big one.
So it's been a while since I've seen the Star Wars prequels.
That's fine.
Yeah, I remember Phantom Menace the most. So
Hang on, is there an actual game mechanic happening?
All I saw was he was shooting doors.
Barely.
I just hacked in something that I
Okay, so he goes into he goes into the booth, and I guess he needs to go into all
Oh.
3 booths.
Right.
Okay, we've solved the mechanic.
Okay,
Anyway,
so-
Star Wars.
Since it's
Phantom
been a while
Menace.
since I've seen the other two, I'm just gonna focus on Phantom Menace. And the only good parts of that movie.
Wow.
Long day. It's only Tuesday.
Yep.
More pod racing, because pod racing is cool.
Okay,
Like,
sure. As a big fan of Wipeout, the racing game series, I agree.
Qui-Gon doesn't die, because Qui-Gon was cool and also kind of hot.
Yeah.
And also Darth Maul. Darth Maul
Fair
does
enough.
not die, because Darth Maul was cool. He was the
Okay.
best part of that entire fucking movie. And then he got cut in half, and then they replaced him with like Count Dooku or something. Whatever.
Count Dooku, which is a much
Count
worse
Dookie.
name. See, you said Count Deku is, oh my god, like Deku from My
Oh,
Hero
no.
Academia with a lightsaber
With
is-
his
oh
feet,
boy.
'cause his arms.
could be good, but it's in that bad movie.
I don't know. I like the choreography in the Star Wars prequels. I like the over-the-top, stupid lightsaber battles. Like,
Sure.
I get it. Like in the original trilogy, it's supposed to be more like they're samurai, and
Yeah.
especially just fight actual duel. But like, come on, they're space wizards. Let them do cool
Yeah.
fucking flips and throw shit at each other. Let's go Star
Yeah,
Killer
pretty
on this
much.
shit. Come on.
Yeah.
But that's all I got. That's
So that's
me.
you. Okay. Mine.
I hate the sand. I would remove
if
that line
anything-
too.
Oh god, yeah. I would say just make it so that the Clone Wars mini series, not the 3D CGI one, but like the Gendy Tartakovsky, the kind of flat artwork. That was actually pretty good. Just make that the first movie, and then. Or, well, I mean, I guess it happens between the second and third. I don't
What
know,
is
just make
Matthew
that
Hazard
the whole
doing?
thing. I hate it.
Christ, I'm glad we ignored most of this shit.
So, the game's over. And
Anyway,
I made
what's
it through
happening?
alive.
Yeah.
You think Wellesley will abide by the rules and let me go?
He'd be in major legal trouble if he didn't.
Well then, what say you and I go someplace nice and celebrate? I know this nice Japanese steakhouse. That's a little shot up, but
Matt, any woman would be thrilled to be with you. Trust me, it would never work out between us. But, come to think of it, there's one thing I would like to do. Right now.
really, what's that?
God,
Roll the
same.
end credits.
So joke credits in the second to last. Peons and idiots who work for me.
These are definitely.
Design monkeys.
Wow.
No, 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 no! Stop rolling those damned credits! Smile while you can, Matt Hazard, because I'm not finished with you.
He's gonna go into the game.
Long shot.
I'm telling you, he's going into the game. My prediction is going to be right.
Is he?
He has to. How
Maybe.
much? We've only got like a couple seconds left, so we're not going to find out until the next one. No.
Oh no.
Oh well.
Oh,
So
well.
they're Eat Lead number 7. Anyway, we were talking about Star Wars prequels. Something more interesting than this crap.
Yeah, I think that's basically my whole answer. I haven't really. I don't think that much about the prequels, to be honest. To really think about how they would be better. I just kind of. I don't know. I like Star Wars as a whole thing. I'm not super crazy about it
I
though.
hardly ever think
Like,
about
I'm
it.
not. It's fine.
I
It's
will say
fine.
though,
I liked Rogue One. That was pretty
I
good.
still haven't seen the new trilogy, and I really need to fix that. I will say, since you brought up
they're
the
alright.
3D version of the Clone Wars saga, I've heard that's actually pretty good. Like I've
It's
only
not
seen
bad.
clips. I've only seen clips of
alright.
both shows. I haven't actually gotten to watch them, but like I heard they were both pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the whole series, but I've seen quite a few episodes of it, and it's not bad.
Oh man, now that we finished watching this on YouTube, my recommendations are just mostly filled with Monster Factory, so that's pretty sweet.
Oh, lucky you. Mine has the first episode of this exact LP that we're doing, and the third one, and
I've
wish I
only
was
got
dead.
the second one. I've got the second one in an old
well.
Retsupre.
Oh God, how? What kind of? I know we're just kind of
No, now
bullshitting
the
at this
video
point,
got
but
way better for
how?
everyone.
Yeah. Okay. What if we did? And we're not doing this, but what if we did a video of us watching the first episode of this LP and commentating over
We're
our
gonna Retsupre
commentary
ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to. That's a very strong phrase to use, but I'm just saying there's comedic merit to the
Maybe.
idea. I don't know if we could pull it off, but
Well, let me use my Twitter clout to get in touch with Slow Beef and see if we can get him and Diabetes to come out and do some old Retsupre.
No, they don't. That's okay. That's
All right, look,
okay.
we're so close. We've actually only got 2 questions left.
Faravor asks, if an evil genie said you could fix any one problem with this game perfectly, but only one, what would you pick and why? Alternately, if you could only change one thing about Matthew Hazard Esquire, aside from replacing him with literally anyone else, what would it be? So I'm going to let you pick either one of those questions.
I'm going to go with the first one. If an evil genius said you could fix any one problem,
Okay.
I would put funny jokes into the game.
Ah, yes, better writing.
Or any writing.
Yeah, that's
Any
a
writing.
good one. Shit, that's better than my answer. My answer for that is basically the same as an earlier question. I would just make it so that Matt actually uses the rules of video games to his advantage, and thus the player gets to do that, and you kind of have a fun little deconstruction of things in video games instead of this.
seeing a thing that a video game does, except you're on the other side of the sidewalk, and you point and go, hey, video games do that.
Yeah.
Neat.
Hey guys, video games.
Wow,
Did
video
you know?
games.
Video games.
Holy
Wow.
moly, have you heard of video games? Whoa!
Jeez. Jeezy Pete's.
Golly goodness gracious. Video games. Video games. Well, do you want to answer the other question, or the alternatively, if you could change one thing about Mr. Matthew Hazardous? Matholomew?
No, it's
Okay.
basically the same answer. It's pretty much the same
And
answer.
also, they asked, I will also accept more Drunk Devs fanfiction, because why not? This is hell, and Matt Hazard is the devil.
No promises.
Yeah, that was kind of... None of that was planned. None of this was actually planned aside from watching these and talking over
We're going to
them.
answer questions.
Yeah, and answering questions.
Yeah. Answering questions is the most planning we've done for this entire series.
No, we also had to schedule a time and day to do this terrible thing we're doing. So that's technically planning.
I guess.
All right.
I guess.
Last one.
Last
So
one.
I am going to ruin this. Colontai420, nice,
Dude.
asks, how much will we have to pay for you to do an LP of the sequel to this wonderful, amazing game?
How much you got?
Okay. If you really want to know how much it'll take for us to go and download that Xbox 360 Live Arcade Live game onto our 360s and play it. Subscribe to the highest tier of our Patreon and find out.
Yep. First step, you got
First thing, you have to find the Patreon. It's in the deep web. It's way down there.
Yeah, good luck. It's in the dark web.
You have to go past the deep web to the dark web, back to the light web, back to the real life you have to do some geocaching, and then you end up back in the dark web, and it's somewhere in there. Bring a flashlight.
Yep. It's if you can find Patreon's physical headquarters, you're off to a good start. And then you're going to have to do some National Treasure type nonsense.
You are going to have to steal the Declaration of Independence. That's actually required. So go buy a copy.
Honestly, at this point, that thing is in any of our viewers' hands are better hands than who's running that thing right now. More politics.
Look, you're going to have to go buy a couple copies, not just one, a couple copies of National Treasure and the sequels, because that movie got some for some reason. You're going to have to study them.
Yep.
You're going to have to study Nicolas Cage very closely, intensely, obsessively.
Yes.
Make notes. Send us the notebook of the notes so we can review your notes and send those back. So that way we can move the Declaration of Independence before you get there, ruining all of your plans. So you can't find our Patreon to give you money. Give us money. Not you money. Give us money.
And that's where the mind games start. Where did we move it?
It's under my mattress.
Good luck.
Oh, fuck. How long have we been going?
I don't know.
Eat lead sucks.
Bye.
We're almost done. One more. Good night.
Yep.